It is absolutely no secret that moms are busy, and we're heading into summer, which means a lot of our schedules are going to look different. Mine will. So even if your little ones are little, maybe you're traveling more, the days are longer, you just have more going on, whatever it is, whatever is going to throw your schedule off in the next couple months, what do you do when that schedule of yours does not support consistency? Well, let's talk about it. Hey mama, welcome to the Tough Love Mom Podcast. I know you're here because you're ready to get consistent and finally lose that weight, and you're not afraid of a little tough love. You know what to do to lose weight, but following through on those things feels impossible. You wish you could just feel like your strong, confident self again and want to be a good example for your little ones, but you get thrown off by mom guilt and the unpredictability of motherhood. It's frustrating. Taking on your journey postpartum is hard, but it's not impossible. Hey, I'm Liz, and I've been where you are. I gained a lot of weight in my pregnancies, 90 pounds and then 60 pounds. I needed to lose that weight to take control of my health and honestly just wanted to feel like myself again. With a sustainable approach to weight loss, simple consistency, and working on my mindset, I lost it all in just over a year both times, and I'm here to help you do the same. I believe that we have an ingrained ability to figure out what we need to do, make it happen, and do it in a way that awes the world. If you're ready to stop falling off the wagon, create solid routine and healthy habits, and finally feel your best inside and out, all while enjoying dino nuggets on your salad, you are in the right place. We're about to transform your journey, my friend. Get pumped up. It is tough love time. All right, mama, I want you to think about the last time you were so busy for a straight week, like a full week, where you felt so busy that certain parts of your life that are usually pretty predictable, that you're pretty consistent in, were totally thrown off. So if you're consistent in working out, I want you to think back to the last time that you had such a busy week. You maybe only worked out like 1 or 2 times. Or if you're really good about getting the amount of sleep that your body thrives on, let's say, but you were so busy for that week that you only got like 5 hours of sleep a night. Whatever it is that you're pretty consistent in, when was the last time that you had such a busy week you were totally thrown off of it? Now, I don't need to ask you about how you felt during that week because I'm guessing frustrated, tired, annoyed, stressed, overwhelmed probably covers it in some capacity. I'm assuming. But what I do want you to think about is, how was the week after that busy week? How were those things or that thing that you were consistent with beforehand once that crazy busy week ended? So with working out, how was it the week after? With sleep, how was it the week after? And if you're saying, Liz, it's never slowed down, like it's always been crazy busy, there's never time to be consistent in anything, girl, we got to stop and talk a lot deeper. There's a lot of other things you got to be talking about right now, but you'll still get something out of today's episode, so don't turn it off. But you got some work to do, my friend. So back to the question. How were those things that you were consistent with before once that crazy busy week ended? Because consistency, I want to encourage you real quick, it's not about not missing a beat. And it's not defined by how long you can hold on to a streak of whatever. It's about how quickly and how well you get back up after you fall down. Or in terms of your journey, it's about how quickly and how well you refocus your time and your habits after a slight downhill in this lifelong health journey. I need to challenge 2 things real quick. I want to challenge your thoughts and I want to challenge your viewpoint. So let's real quick take this thought about what consistency means. Because inconsistency in your schedule, it being unpredictable, it being all over the place, it being extra busy, does not have to mean inconsistency in your routine. It doesn't. Just because you tell yourself that and just because you believe it doesn't mean it has to be true. Just gnaw on that for a minute. Now, your viewpoint, something that you might feel or see, around consistency is that it doesn't have to look like the same type of workout or the same number of days per week or the same type of eating for a week or for a few months. It doesn't have to look that exact way to be defined as consistent. Consistency can and should look like intention. I think we more often need to see consistency as an extension of intention rather than an outcome of perfection. I'm going to say that again. I think we more often need to see consistency, being consistent, as an extension of being intentional rather than being perfect. It's true that we cannot always predict when life is going to get crazy, but there are plenty of times that we can, and we just don't do anything about it. We let those busy weeks come upon us without looking ahead, seeing if it's coming, doing something about it. We expect ourselves to hold to the same standard of workouts and nutrition and responsibilities without adjusting for a crazy busy week, and then those weeks wreck us. So if you do see that coming, adjust your expectations for yourself. That is called being intentional. And does it take planning? Yes. Is it getting lackadaisical and lazy? No. It's being responsive to life instead of rigid, like we talked about on Monday. So what I want you to do today to avoid this happening to you in the future, so when your schedule gets so busy that you feel like you can't be consistent anymore, you can still be intentional. What I want you to do is sit down with a calendar today with your planner, if you have a planner, if you have a fridge calendar, and if you are not a planner type of person and you just run by like what's in your phone / in your brain and you're like anti using a planner, which is fine. But what I did for you was link in the show notes below a free printable monthly calendar. So you can print the next couple of months off because you're going to do this today. You have no excuse. I want you to look at the next 4 months, however you're going to do this. Like I said, fridge calendar, planner, printing off what I linked below for you, whatever it is. I want you to look at the next 4 months, May through August, and write down on that calendar when you've got stuff going on, trips, appointments, events, if you go to church, whatever you've got going on, if you work, write down those big things on your calendar for the next 4 months, for the rest of summer. That way, you can look ahead. All that does for you is allow you to see with your 2 eyes what you got going on. Instead of remembering week of, oh yeah, this is happening, it's going to throw off my Wednesday and my Thursday and my Friday. You can plan ahead. You can adjust as needed. Now, can you predict when your toddler is going to pick up that nasty summer cold at church Sunday school, or when your HVAC is going to go out on a 95-degree day and all of a sudden you have to pivot and go into survival mode and tackle the major problem head on for the next 3 days mode? No, you don't know when stuff like that's going to happen. But being busy does not have to mean thrown off. And unforeseen circumstances do not get to control you unless you let them. So sit down with these calendars, look ahead, plan accordingly, adjust as you need to, both ahead of time and in real time without guilt. And when life does settle down, because it will, get right back after it. Your schedule may not support consistency, but that doesn't mean you can't do anything about it. I'll talk to you next time, Mama. Before you go, thank you for spending this time with me on the Tough Love Mom podcast. If this episode encouraged you in any way, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a review letting me know how this show has impacted you. Then send this episode to another mom friend, or take a screenshot, post it on social media, and tag me so I can personally thank you for helping me on this journey to impact thousands of moms. I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you, sister. Until next time, get after it.